acquitted in Husseini Dalan explosion case. Russian shelling strike Kiev, kill 2 as invading forces tighten grip on Ukrainian capital. Hadisur laid to rest at family graveyard in Borgona. Assalamu alaikum. This is Nusrat Islam welcoming you all to evening news. You have just heard the headlines. Now let's move on to the details. A Dhaka tribunal today sentenced 2 members of a banned militant outfit JMB to different terms of punishment in a case filed over the bomb blast at Old Dhaka's Husseini Dalan in October 2015. The tribunal also fined them Taka 10,000 each, in default of which they will have to serve 6 months more in jail. The court rebuked the investigation officer of the case for not including the names of mastermind and planners of the attack in the charge sheet. And that's why the court failed to bring them to the book, the court said while pronouncing the verdict. Accused Arman was jailed for 10 years and Kobir for 7 years. 6 others were acquitted as their involvement with the incident was not proven.
এটা একটা সেনসিটিভ মামলা, কারণ এই ধরনের কর্মকাণ্ডে যদি তাদের উপযুক্ত যে দৃষ্টান্তমূলক শাস্তি যদি না হয় তাহলে জঙ্গি জেএমবি বা অন্য যে জঙ্গি সংগঠন আছে তারা উৎসাহিত হবে। অতএব আমি মনে করি যে এই রায়ে যেটা আমরা অবশ্যই এটা পরবর্তী পদক্ষেপ আমরা নেব, আপিল দরকার আপিল আমরা করতে পারব।
আসামির সংখ্যা বৃদ্ধি করার জন্যই আসামিদের করা হয়েছে। যে 6 জন আসামি খালাস পেয়েছে তাদেরকে বলা হয়েছে তাদের বিরুদ্ধে কোনো এভিডেন্স নাই, অন্য আসামিরাও তাদের নাম বলে নাই, একজনকে খালি নিকনেমের উপরে কাকে সাজা দেওয়া যায় না, সজীব বলে একটা আসামি ছিল, এই কথাটা মাননীয় বলেছেন।
Russian shelling struck Kiev on Tuesday, killing at least 2 people, authorities said, as invading forces tightened their grip on the Ukrainian capital. The mayor announced a 35-hour curfew since morning. 2 large blasts echoed across the center of the city just before dawn on Tuesday. Late on Monday, tracer bullets flashed across the night sky as Ukrainian forces apparently targeted an enemy drone. The mayor said the capital is the heart of Ukraine and it will be defended. Negotiations between Russian and Ukrainian representatives are set to resume. Almost all of the Russian military advances remain stalled despite heavy bombing, says a senior U.S. defense official. The EU unveils more sanctions against Russia, targeting luxury goods exports as well as investments in its energy sector. Some 1.4 million children have now fled Ukraine since the Russian invasion began on 24th February, meaning 1 child a minute has become a refugee, the UN has said. Hadisur Rahman, the naval engineer killed in a missile attack on the Bangladeshi ship Bangla Samriddhi in Ukraine on 2nd March, was buried next to his grandparents' graves in Borgona this morning. He was buried at the family graveyard at his village home in Hosnabad under Borguna's Betogi Upajala around 11 a.m. today. Thousands of people attended his namaz-e-janaza held at a field adjacent to his house. Last night, his body reached his village home in a freezer ambulance. Earlier, the body arrived at Dhaka's Hosro Shahjalal International Airport on a Turkish Airlines flight. Bangladesh resumed regular in-person academic classes at all of its educational institutions after 726 days of combating the pandemic. In-person classes will be held every weekday on all subjects from Tuesday. Parents are content to see their children back at brick-and-mortar schools with regular academic sessions after 2 years. They hope the children will be able to make up for the lack of classes during the pandemic as things return to normal. Primary students began having regular in-person classes on 2nd March, but classes were still limited for secondary school students. On Tuesday, students at secondary schools returned to their regular academic routine. For preschoolers, classes have resumed after a long 2-year break. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has asked the authorities concerned to speed up the expansion work of the Hosro Shahjalal International Airport in the capital. She also asked to take required measures for land acquisition of the Chattogram airport alongside giving other necessary directives. The Premier gave the directives after witnessing a presentation on progress of the airport's extension work. The total progress of the work is 23%, and it is hoped that the work could be completed by November 2023. She stressed the need for increasing income of the Bangladesh Biman as well. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has said BNP did not attend the dialogue sponsored by the President over forming new election commission as the party is going through leadership crisis. She said this while addressing a meeting in Ganobhavan organized by Awami League-led 14-party alliance today.
ধন্যবাদ জানাই আপনারা সবাই মহামান্য রাষ্ট্রপতি যখন আমাদের ডাকলো ডায়ালগে যেতে আমরা সবাই গেলাম। হ্যাঁ, বিএনপি যায়নি, বিএনপি যাবে না, কারণ তারা আসলে যাবেই বাকি। তারা ক্ষমতা গেলে কে তাদের প্রধানমন্ত্রী হবে বা কে নেতৃত্ব দেবে? একজন হচ্ছে এতিমের টাকা খেয়ে সাজাপ্রাপ্ত, আর একজন তো মানে সেই 10টা অস্ত্র মামলা, 21 গ্রেনেড হামলা সহ আরো বিভিন্ন মামলায় সাজাপ্রাপ্ত হয়ে সেই যে পলাতক 2007 সাল থেকে আর তো খবর মানে ওখানে বসে বসে এখন আমি ডিজিটাল বাংলাদেশ করে দিচ্ছি সেই সুবিধাটা নিচ্ছে, এটা ঠিক। কিন্তু বিএনপির আসলে সামনে তো তেমন কেউ নেই, তো তারা এটা সেটা উল্টাপাল্টা বলেই যাচ্ছে, ওরা তো বলেই যাবে।
BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir has said a silent famine is underway in Bangladesh. He came up with the remarks while addressing a rally in front of National Press Club today, protesting at the price hike of essential commodities. Mirza Fakhrul said a famine strikes whenever Awami League comes to power. The BNP leader also said the government is providing misleading information over the country's income hike, not people. Rather, the income of Awami League leaders has increased, he claimed.
আওয়ামী লীগ সরকার যখনই ক্ষমতা এসেছে এই দেশকে তারা দুর্ভিক্ষের মধ্যে ফেলেছে। 1974 সালে এই দেশে দুর্ভিক্ষ হয়েছিল যখন আওয়ামী লীগ ক্ষমতায় ছিল, আজকে একই অবস্থা শুরু হয়েছে। আজকে মা তার সন্তানকে খেতে দিতে না পারার জন্য সন্তানের মুখে বিষ তুলে দিয়ে নিজে বিষ খেয়ে মরছে, জেলের সামনে গিয়ে ঝাঁপ দিয়ে মরছে, গলায় দড়ি দিয়ে মরছে, ঘটছে অহরহ ঘটছে। বন্ধুরা, আজকে সেই অবস্থায় জনগণের সঙ্গে রসিকতা করে মস্করা করে বলা হয় যে জনগণের আয় বাড়ছে, জনগণ ভালো আছে।
The High Court has directed the concerned government bodies to take action against the syndicates and holders of daily commodities. A High Court bench of Justice Farah Mahbub and Justice S.M. Muniruzzaman passed the order today after hearing a writ petition seeking control of abnormal rise in prices of daily commodities, including soybean oil. The Commerce Ministry, Directorate of National Consumers' Right Protection, and other responsible stakeholders have been asked to submit a report to the court by 28 April over the matter. It also asked why daily essentials such as rice, pulses, oil, sugar, flour, onion cannot be included in the open market system OMS policy and sold through ration cards. Before ending, let's have a look on the headlines once again. To jail, the 6 acquitted in Husseini Dalan explosion case. Russian shelling strike Kiev, killed 2 as invading forces tighten grip on Ukrainian capital. Hadisur laid to rest at a family graveyard in Borguna. And that's all from the newsroom for now. To know updates, videos of this bulletin, visit our website www.ntvbd.com. Besides, visit our YouTube and verified Facebook page for updates of our NTV's all popular programs and bulletins. Our next bulletin, Shondar Khabor, will be aired in Bangla at 7:30 p.m. Thank you for being with us. Have a good time.